Greetings.
What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, good. Rob's here.
Yeah.
For a bit.
No, not for a bit. We need you tonight, man. We need you.
I have a little work to do.
The jazz
I'm here
community
now.
needs you.
You appreciate me being here now.
Yeah. Well, Mike and Felipe ain't coming, so that's why I'm saying that.
Yeah, we're a little light-handed here.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna have to recruit, train a new crop of jazz bombs.
Maybe. Oh, we got Mazzy, so never mind. You can go now.
Oh, all right. Hey, all right. Good deal.
He doesn't even like jazz.
Yes, he does. He knows more about jazz than all of it.
I've been listening to more jazz since
I've been
back in 1970.
My shirt that I'm actually wearing now is older than you are.
This is a Wilco free zone tonight, Mazzy.
Now. Oh well, hang on. How did it turn out? I just need like a 10-second review.
What are you talking about?
The Rhino Hi-Fi. You already have it for Wilco? The Wilco?
I bought it.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought a copy. I liked it. I didn't get a freebie. I bought a copy.
Okay.
I'm not here to talk Wilco. I'm not an
Well, I mean, he said it, so I thought maybe
I
you had an advanced copy or something. I don't know.
That shirt means you're here for jazz.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Actually, I'm here. I just want to promote live stream tomorrow, 5 p.m. same time Pacific. We're doing a Billy Jones like tribute. Dom and I are hosting. We want everyone to come up. You know, it's not a planned thing. There's no big slideshows and stuff. We're just gonna.
That's
lot
awesome.
of us who either met him or got records from him, and his father's gonna probably be. I don't know if he's gonna come up and watch. He reached out to Dom and I. I haven't met him and talked to him, but I hope people watch. I hardly do live streams, so I had to reignite my StreamYard to do this because I don't have StreamYard.
Reignite it.
Well, he hardly listens to jazz and does live streams.
Yeah. I listened to jazz today. I had a friend. There was a guy and his wife that stayed here for 3 nights, and they left. They're coming back Thursday. They're going to Canada. But this guy, Chris, was when I managed this one record store, he was the assistant manager with me for a couple of years. And I haven't seen him for 15 years. He lives in LA. They live in LA, by the way. So I know I have a place to fucking stay because they stayed here. So I can stay free in LA now.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
There you go.
Right? I mean, because you know how much hotels are or Airbnb, and nobody has room for me in LA.
Rob's got too many records.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have room for myself.
I just want my friends who have room to move somewhere where I want to go. I want to be that selfish.
Jim has a whole barnyard for you to fit in.
I want anyone in London who has a guest room. So when next time
you had all kinds of friends in London. Did you run them all off?
I don't know them as well to say, hey, come stay with me. Because everyone.
I don't think a lot of those guys are in London proper. They're kind of spread out all over the country.
Hey, there's Paul who lives with the Queen or something, you know.
Oh, okay.
You need to watch that. It's still too soon, Mazzy. Yeah. For your Queen humor.
Queen. Never mind.
Look, Harry's down here already, but he has family down here to stay with.
Yeah.
Something going on in LA?
Hang out with Bill.
Yeah, Harry has close family in LA, so he's here this weekend.
Okay. No record-related events this weekend, then, huh?
Not here in LA, but there's always records in LA. We'll go.
When's the vinyl con, Rob?
Yeah, I have a question. How's that come? I don't hear a word about it.
I don't know either. Maybe Jim's in touch with the guy because he took out an ad. Let's see if we can get him up here to talk about it. I'll see if we can.
They'd be promoting the hell out of that thing.
Well, we'll see. I don't know anything other than his other ones he's done. So I don't know. But tomorrow there's an auction on my channel, so that's happening.
I didn't know VinylCon was a thing. I know Matt.
No,
right now goes to it.
You do know about it because they do it he's done it in Philly a bunch of times.
Yeah, Joe.
Did it once
Analog
in
Archive's
Denver.
gone down to it.
Denver. So
August 20th.
Yeah.
August 24th, 3rd. It's my birthday weekend. I thought about coming, but if it's
there
not
was a chance. There was a chance for me to sell, but I don't think I want to sell at this. I want to, if it's the real deal, I'd rather just look for records.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like to share my records with all you people.
Oh, if you are a seller, though, here I was just looking at their page. one of the benefits for the sellers is they have easy load in with provided helpers. So they have people that help you hump all your shit.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
Is that like you have bellman and you have to tip them and concierge?
Sure. Yeah.
Wow.
That's actually nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
It's kind of like back in the day when I was a roadie for this band 5 times down here in Charlotte. We go to venues and there never was anything. But we go to House of Blues in Myrtle. They had a whole crew to come out and unload the van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with LA now,
I didn't have to move a muscle.
well, every restaurant in LA has the guys that park your car and stuff. Except now they're all have been deported, so they might not have enough people here.
Yes, very good one. There. Thank you, Wilco.
Yeah. Oh man. Well,
hey, let me. I found something today that is pretty kick-ass.
we'll all be the judge of this.
You will all say this is kick-ass.
Oh yeah.
I found a OG mono, not in the best shape, but amazingly sounds really good. So, mono, cover is okay. There's some stainage on there. I've been trying to get off.
Is that puke?
And I think someone spilled some drink.
It looks like all the dishes in your house.
Like it's the
groove.
food that's all you blend it up for Mazzy to eat because he can't swallow.
Thank you.
So it's a plasticine West 53rd Street, Plastilite, West 53rd Street, RVG, and it looks like a hobo swap with it, but actually sounds really good.
I like that record.
There's no skips, no pops, nothing.
Is it a mono or?
It's mono.
Yes.
So I have the stereo, the Tone stereo. So this sounds good.
Oh, interesting.
Happy.
Nice.
I bought it because even in G condition, this record sells for so much.
So is it Willette or will it?
Will it? In fact, there's a classic.
Will it go for some dough?
It goes for some dough. That is like a 50.
That was funny, Chris.
That was funny, wasn't it? Yeah. Thank you.
Nobody got it. Nobody heard it.
I thought it was pronounced Davis.
Davis.
It's a Mazzy joke. You have to. Mazzy doesn't stream much, but you have to tune in when he does to get that joke.
Yeah.
I got CDs here that Chris will like.
I like CDs.
So it's been a very Mal Waldron-ish month for me. I've been finding a lot. So,
nice.
Yeah.
I want to get it's East Wind, but I think this is East Wind. Their output in the UK. That's the logo. Because I have one in the auction. I have a Mal Waldron British press of an East Wind, but this one.
That's not the one that was reissued recently, is it?
No. This, if you see this one, it came out in Japan. It has a red cover with the same kind of silhouette of him. So
right. Doesn't he do 2 Satie pieces on that? No.
Yeah. Number 6 track is Eric Satie.
Yeah. Jim PD number 2.
Yeah. That's
so Ed Blackwell.
I guess it's just, he has another record where he just does Satie, but it's with a trio. And that sounds like it might not be like, it sounds like that could be pretty bad, but it's actually really good.
Well, Satie's really good.
Yeah, but I mean, with the bass and drums, you're not sure. But
Blood, Sweat, and Tears did that on their big album. They did stuff. So.
Yeah.
This I picked up at the Boogie Maru, the Japanese store. This is a second solo, live solo. It's really good.
Yeah, I've got that one.
And
I think I have number 1 too.
I have a copy of this in the auction, the British pressing. This is an original Japanese, where he's playing with an all Japanese band.
Nice.
And then it says in retrospect, is it all of his songs or is it just standards?
No, because he's doing Olio. He's doing Monk.
A couple Monk songs.
Okay, so it's kind of like standards.
So
Straight No Chaser. I can't. Yeah.
So this is very good.
I bet. Is it Teramasa Hino on it?
No. Here's the band. And in fact, I've got a copy of Black Glory too this week.
Oh, Isao Suzuki though.
Yeah.
He's huge.
I got it. So this British copy will be in my auction. I got a copy of Black Glory around here somewhere. I found this week too. But these are like Chris. I don't know if Chris picked these up yet. So
No, I
when
have not.
So when they announced that P-Vine was
Mhm.
putting out a needle dropped vinyl, I just went and picked up the original CDs because everyone raves how good they sound.
It's not going to be a needle drop. That doesn't make sense. Why would it be a needle drop?
Well, I mean, they use the CD to
the
is
CD
the
master,
source.
probably. Yeah.
But this
A laser
maple,
drop. It's a laser. Is that,
this
is
maple
that what it
shade,
would be?
Yeah.
from what I understand, the maple shade, the guy was like a government employee and he loved live jazz, so he recorded it like awesome. And he's actually from where I grew up, Upper Marlboro, Maryland, is the headquarters of this place.
Is that
So
where the
this is
Marlboro Man was from?
They always would say that, but I don't think so.
Oh.
So there's the band, and it really is very good. This is the sound. This is a good sounding CD. So I also picked up another one they did, this Clifford Jordan Big Band, and what's notable about this one, all these guys are on it, but it's the last ever recording of John Jenkins.
Oh.
So John Jenkins quit in '65, didn't do anything more. But I think towards the end of his life, he picked it back up playing. Like he was playing on the street to make money. But he's on this from 1980 something, 1990 maybe.
Mm-hmm. And he only did that one Blue Note.
Well, no, he did. I thought he was on more than one Blue Note. No, he won as a leader.
One as a leader. One as a leader.
Yeah. So this is really good. And these are only like $5 or $6 each, and there's still a bunch on Discogs.
Well, the Sub Pop, we got CDs for $1 each or 12 for $10 at the Sub Pop.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you this: jazz CDs, I think, are pretty stable in price.
Yeah, you can get
because a lot of them didn't come out on vinyl. It's not to get them.
It's not a Morissette or
right
Third Eye Blind or something like that where you can get it for 25 cents.
They didn't make a lot. Because I found like a whole collection of jazz CDs, and I sold some of them for some pretty good.
Rap CDs go for like $75-$80.
All right, Wilco, stick to jazz.
Yeah. God, you're such a Nazi.
This is a 1992 Japanese pressing of New Soil, and it sounds really good. So I found
is it a King or is it a before King?
It's a
Toshiba.
Toshiba. It's 92, right? That's too late.
Tell us more about
I thought you said 72.
What's the deal?
I thought you said 79. Sorry.
I said 563. Now, what is the Sub Pop sale? What is the story on this?
Yeah, what are you talking about, Delphina?
I don't know.
That's right. That's what I just was mentioning. On Saturday, the Sub Pop warehouse sale in Georgetown, Seattle, where their warehouse is. Also, they warehouse Light in the Attic, had T-shirts for $4, or the extra smalls were free. Like Esky got a bunch of free ones because he's a small size. But the CDs were $1 each. I mean, it was Sub Pop stuff. I mean, Green River, Iron and Wine, some of the Lee Hazel.
Is that where you got that shirt?
Probably.
Anyway, but see, I don't have any Iron and Wine on vinyl, and I like it. It's kind of chill stuff. $10 for the LPs, sealed, new. But the other stuff, I mean, it's the stuff on Sub Pop, just they have too much of. And it was, Kimbo and I got there about 9:30, and it was full, but it wasn't crazy. And there's a lot there. But, nothing super rare, but just good prices. But all those Lee Hazelwood Light in the Attic things, and some great comps, a couple of reggae comps.
Oh, that's cool.
Here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there was a reggae comp that I bought from Light in the Attic like last year, and it was like a double reggae comp, which is great. So some good stuff.
Cool. All right,
You want some more cool shit?
Yeah.
Someone had mentioned this. It might have been Brandon. Did you mention this?
What is it? No.
It's Elvin Jones record.
So this is Elvin Jones' Machine live in Japan, 78. The reason this is pretty kick-ass is side 2 is all Love Supreme.
No, neat.
Yeah. That's an incredible record. I have that one.
And here's the band. It's Frank Foster and Pat LaBarbera mainly doing they're the only ones doing the saxophone, but it really is very good. And this Roland Prince, it's pretty good. It's a pretty improvised version of A Love Supreme. So this was
I dig that. I dig that one, man.
Yeah,
No,
I had
you-
this on my want list on Discogs, but Boogie Maru, which carries Japanese stuff, that's where I found that.
What is that? Is that a store that just carries Japanese stuff?
Yeah, it's all Japanese pressing here in LA. It's a great store.
Neat.
It really is a very good store.
Oh, cool.
I found this, and this is hard to find. So this was only pressed once when it came out. This Don Patterson with Sonny Stitt, Donnybrook, and it's pretty kick-ass. And here's the band on it. Does anyone know who Blue Grant is?
No.
No. Oh,
I guess it's Grant Green.
It's Grant Green. So I don't understand.
Alias.
This came out in 1970, 69. I don't understand contractually because he was on a lot of other stuff, no? Or Blue Note had the hammer down?
Yeah, Blue Note might have had the hammer down right then.
This is excellent.
Yeah,
This
he
is
was
a
still
really
on
good
Blue
record.
Note.
Yeah. So if you ever see that, grab it. Okay, I found
I'm looking at it
this
right
was
now.
all the
that's
Mount
great.
Waldron intro stuff. Yeah. It's pretty
That's a
kick-ass.
great trio.
I was very happy to find this.
Is it
All right.
expensive or?
These engine ones, the Devil one, that's expensive.
Yeah.
This I think goes anywhere from $25 to $70.
30.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
Pop
cool.
the Devil's getting up near 100.
I mean, I didn't pay that
Crazy.
for this. I paid $10 for this. I don't know why they didn't price it higher. So, but I try and get it. Here's the problem right now with Japan. I think their postal has gone up a bit. So when you order a $10, $20, $15 record, you're going to be paying a lot more because of the shipping.
Probably
Yeah,
Trump's
so
fault.
buy more than one from the same
Yes.
seller.
Yes.
This is very good. I've had one other late Johnny Coles record on mainstream that's this is excellent. New Morning on Crisscross, and the band on this is really good. It's Horace Parline, Reggie
Ooh.
Johnson, and Billy Hart, and it really is very good.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, other than the Blue Note stuff, there's that one mainstream Johnny Coles record that's this is excellent. This really is very good. Okay,
Is the male one in your auction tomorrow by any chance?
which one?
The one that sucks?
The one on mainstream. I don't have it.
Yeah. Oh,
I bought it and got rid of it because I didn't like it. And then I picked up this live Hino record.
oh,
Do you have
Oh,
this
yeah,
one?
that's good.
yeah, I do.
Yeah, it really is good.
That's the Japanese copy. I've got it. Mine's
TP.
on what is that? No. Not Catalyst. What the hell is
Catalyst.
that? Catalyst, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, who took
It's all
that picture?
blurry.
It
Yeah.
looks like
That's
like
the
a photo.
Japanese press.
Yeah.
Victor. Yeah.
I found this yesterday. If you ever find these French, these are from like 1980-ish.
Mhm.
These French radio, these sound excellent. So I have a Mingus, and I have the three Bill Evans in Paris.
Yeah.
They sound great. Like
What
if-
label is that? What label?
It's this French label. I don't know what it is, but if Sam Records, they should get these recordings because they sound really good, and this is good. This is good. He sings on it, but it really is well recorded. It sounds very good. So
Has anybody bought from this store on Discogs before? I've seen it. I think I don't know if I've bought anything from them.
Nah, I've heard mixed reviews.
Well, you don't buy anything on the internet because you think it's evil, so you don't. Care.
No, it's not necessarily true. I just do a lot of vetting.
That's fair.
A lot of
I
asking
heard-
Also, I
around.
kind of feel like if you're going to buy Japanese pressings, you should buy them from Japan because they're generally in better shape.
But here's
Okay.
the problem. I talked to someone who just came back like this
Mhm.
week. Because here's what I had heard for the majority of this year. A lot of record buyers were going over there and cleaning out the shops.
Sure.
And like overnight this past month, the shipping rates went skyrocketing. So for them to ship back like tons of records they were buying made it not cost prohibitive for them. So they've all left. So, but now the shops are filling back up with records, and they're upping their prices like 20%. So the sellers there have jacked their prices up. And then if you're going to try and ship records back to yourself, it might not be worth it. If they're hard to get records, then that's the choice you make. But that's the story I had heard about from Japan. So go look on Discogs now. The price I've kind of noticed the price has gone up like 10 or 15% for shipping.
Evidence right here. See?
Yeah, Dave hates Discogs, and he hates too, but we're learning so much about him every show.
Yes.
Dave would like this record, right?
FMP. You can put it in my pile.
Well, if you want this, I have no problem. But this isn't like a crazy free jazz record. What it is it's each one of these guys doing solos. So one after the other, they each do solos.
Yeah, it's Kenny Wheeler on there, man. That's what's up.
I love Kenny Wheeler, but it's just all solos. So let me know.
But if you dig it, you should hold on to that. That's not easy to find.
No, I'm okay with sending it to a new home. So
okay.
Let me know.
All right.
In your file. And then I'll end on this. So people knock this record. I think it's awesome. I think Sleepwalk is a kick-ass song. And I've had other versions of this. I've never seen a clean version of this record. It was because it was so popular. But this one sounds okay. It plays with some noise.
I got a great 2 years ago, a great mono and a stereo of that record.
Well, so here's the funny thing about this. This is I don't know what this label, because the Canadian American label is usually black and white. I don't know. And on the listing on Discogs, it doesn't date this. But this is a mono. I mean, a Monarch pressing. Sounds amazing. And on the disc, the dead wax is so scratched up. But on the Discogs listing, it says RL. So I don't know if that means Robert Ludwig did this. But this really does sound incredible. It blows the other copy I have away. So if you can get a Monarch pressing of this, grab it.
Cool.
All right.
I don't know what that is, though. What is it? What kind of music?
You've heard the songs like in every movie that took place in the 50s and 60s.
Hang on.
The 80s.
We're getting a rendition. Hang on. Go ahead, Brandon. How's it go?
It's got slide guitar.
So he plays slide and lead. It goes. That song is an awesome song. I don't care.
It's really good. It's a really cool song.
Totally. And the whole album is really good. And there's no singing on it, Brandon. That's what makes it better.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's been in a lot of movies.
Tons of movies. Both of them probably made their whole life money from that song.
All right, I'm going to show just a few things because I'm going to have to leave at 7. So, so this is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it is good.
It is really cool. It's kind of my favorite kind of music right now. It's sad. 70s moody jazz, but it's it sounds like it could be a movie soundtrack. And Blay plays both acoustic piano and Fender Rhodes.
Oh, sweet.
And I think there's one track where he plays them both, not simultaneously, but within the same track. And NHOP is just amazing. So
yeah, if I see Orsted Pedersen on a record, I'm buying it.
Yeah, I mean, this record's really cool. He does everything on this. So you get Rhodes, you get a little bowed bass, you get all kinds of stuff, but it's just really good. And goes everything from very slightly funky, but mostly it's just kind of moody and not very expensive, actually. So
Which one is that? Which one is that? Inner City?
I have the Inner City.
Yeah, it's a steeplechase, though, right? I think.
Yeah, it's originally a steeplechase.
I have the Inner City one.
But the Inner Cities always sound as good, surprisingly. And then I was just kind of looking. I was going through stuff, and I thought I'd do this because Renee McLean only made a few records in the 70s, and he's only a leader on Watch Out. But I kind of grabbed. I was listening to the records he's on that I own, and you know what? They're all really good. So I thought I'd show them really quick. Here's Watch Out.
Yeah, that's
an
killer
awesome
record.
Yeah.
But also, this is Cheap Heat. This is.
Oh yeah, I know that.
I don't know about that. You sure about that?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I got mine for $2, but all those Muse Woody Shaws are crazy.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's still like what? I mean, what is it now? Maybe I'm wrong. I think I paid $10 for this.
I think that record right now could go anywhere. You're lucky if you say for 10, but I'm thinking it's pushing to 30.
Okay, well, that's still close to Cheap Heat,
Yeah, no.
It was cheap.
Whoa.
Anyway, it was really cheap for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $20-$30 now. Yeah.
This is not Cheap Heat, but
That's that's over 100. I think that's going for like 125.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying. I'm just going through the Renee McLean catalog. This record's fantastic.
Yes.
It doesn't. Who else is on it? Billy Harper's on it. Victor Lewis, Cecil McBee.
Ooh.
This is a great record. I hope. I mean,
What's the name of it? What's the title of that?
Love Dance.
Okay.
It's kind of a. It's not a
The
very
biggest
good cover.
mystery in the world is who the fuck owns the Muse catalog and what are they doing?
Right. I wish someone would do it. It's kind of a terrible cover in a certain way because it's really bad.
You know who's his family is very active with his estate, and they're putting out a lot of his live concerts. But I don't know.
Even the CD of that's $75.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Here's the Jackie McLean Brotherhood.
That's
yeah.
This is great. Let's see. It's Renee McLean, Billy Skinner on trumpet, Jackie McLean on alto, Billy Galtz on piano, and James Fish Benjamin on bass. Michael Carvin on drums. It's not. I don't know most of the guys on it.
But Brandon, I feel like that sounds like when the stuff he was doing in the late 60s. Is that record like 74?
Yeah,
I think all that
like
stuff,
73 or something.
Yeah,
like
all the type of music he was
74.
doing for a good 8-10 year period of time is fucking kick ass.
Yeah, I like his late
really
60s,
good
early
stuff.
70s stuff. Personally, a lot more than the just hard bop stuff.
Yeah, but he was pushing the sound.
Like that Devil Dance.
Yeah, I mean, he
started in Blue Note.
He pushes it so well. Cubicle by Walter Bishop Jr.
Oh yeah,
that's a $100 record.
It's weird because this was a $5 record forever.
All of the records were $5.
All Muses were $5 except for a very small amount. Randy Brecker's on it. Renee McLean on alto tenor. Curtis Fuller on trombone. Pepper Adams on baritone. Joe Caro on guitar. I don't know who that is. Billy Hart on drums. Anyway, it's a pretty cool record. I wouldn't say this is an awesome record, but it's good.
I didn't know Renee was on that one.
Yeah, and then this is still Cheap Heat.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I don't know about that.
Really?
I have it. It's an awesome record.
Yeah, it's a really
Yeah.
good record.
That one is cheap. That's like $8.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
and
Are you
don't.
sure about
Hey,
that? Are you sure about that?
There's a not so good Charles Rouse album, Cinnamon something. That cover looks strangely similar. Don't buy that record.
That record's
Yeah,
really
except
good though. It's cheap.
one kid is a boy and the other kid is a girl. So
I don't know. They're not showing their nether regions on the cover.
Jesus.
well, you can tell by their faces, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not a face
and I'm
expert.
gonna- And
That's
I'm gonna plug this again because I've been playing it.
What, is that Tone Poet?
Huh? Yeah.
No.
I have a Van Gelder Black Bee, but this sounds better, significantly better, and it's just cool having all the photos. And this is just a fantastic record, you know. So
Yeah.
if you haven't picked this up, you should for whatever $37.99 or whatever it is.
I'll be getting that one for sure.
It's great. Cecil McBee.
Yeah.
Tony Williams, Herbie Hancock, Wayne Shorter. What else do you want?
Yeah, it's got some avant leanings to that one.
It's a
Yeah,
good one.
but I
It's
think
really
most
good.
people would still totally dig it. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
even if you're not into the avant, you know. But
It's like how Moncour can make the trombone sound like a trumpet at times.
he makes it sound. It sounds like his own instrument.
Yeah.
you know? It's just
Yeah.
like. It's just he totally
Sounds just like that.
takes it into his own sphere.
Even later stuff like the CD era, his stuff is awesome.
It sounds just like.
I still need that record, His
It's like it.
Shadows.
This one's good too. That came out last few months. This
Yeah, that's a great record.
Force Part
Yeah.
One. I loved it. I played this just today.
Thanks for proving you listen to jazz, Mazzy. We appreciate it.
Exactly.
That's awesome. It looks good. What else you got, Brandon?
That was it. I was gonna show.
You don't have Donald records? Come on, show some good Donald. records.
No, actually, I was gonna go over there, and then our timing got crossed. I had to come back here for a meeting, so unfortunately, I would have probably had some really cool lenders. to
No
show,
CD of the week.
but- huh?
No CD of the week.
Let's do a CD of the week. Let's
Yeah.
do a CD of the week. Did I ever show this one? Let's see. Let's call this a Steam with Mal
No.
Waldron.
Oh,
Oh no, I don't know that one. Educate.
Yeah. This is a Donald. This is either a Donald lender or he gave it to me, but I think it's a lender. Steve Lacy, Mal Waldron, recorded live at the Playhouse Theater, Oxford 16th, 1993.
oh, so it's just
What
the two of
label
them.
is that on?
Yeah, it's just he did a couple records with just Steve Lacy.
He did a lot of records with Steve Lacy.
Yeah, you did.
No, with just Steve Lacy.
Yeah,
Just two
no,
of them.
I have a bunch. But what label is that on?
It is on Slam.
Oh,
I don't know.
interesting.
Slam CD 501. So,
Hmm.
you know, 93, I guess they probably started in the CD era. But it's pretty cool. I love Steve Lacy with Waldron. And let's do one more CD. Oh, this is a little different. I'll do what Mazzy does. Here's Loretta Lynn.
Oh, nice.
That's a good record. Is that the Jack White
Great
record?
because it has Portland, Oregon, and I remember hearing it in Los Angeles
It's a good
right
record.
before we were moving because we were visiting a friend of mine in LA, and I knew it was like 2008 maybe I guess 2008, and I knew we were moving to Portland in the next 4 or 5 months, and that song came on, and I was like, cool, you know.
Jack White produced. Why is that a Mazzy thing?
Hey, John.
Because you
That's
always show stuff that isn't jazz.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm the only one around here.
Come on, Wilco. You are, Wilco.
Well, let's go.
So that's
Up to
why.
you.
I mean, you'll show like one jazz and sneak in Like
I can show you a
I'll
fucking.
sneak in one tonight.
you
Mazzy
can
will
show
like this
whatever
one.
you want. I was just
There's a
You know what?
thousand jazz.
mad.
Brandon, you're opening the doors for Mazzy
It's a
to show a bunch of
tribute.
shit.
It's
Yeah.
a
I have a
tribute.
1,000 jazz records.
It's a tribute to you.
That's fair.
Don't get angry.
That's
I'm
good,
bitter.
Moody.
You better.
Well, we're
You said
all
you.
getting bitter.
Dave said he had a bunch of stuff he wanted to show before the.
Oh, sure. It's not too much, but I did just pick this up on the way home from work. I swing by Lunchbox. I did not even know this was being released, and I have all her other records. This is Yaz Ahmed, A Paradise in the Hold. So it's a
Okay.
double LP. It's not a gatefold though, so
That's
both
what she
LPs
said.
are in there. But she's from the UK. I think she's part British, partly from Bahrain.
Oh, cool.
Bahrainian. Beautiful trumpet player. Like one of my favorites that's currently going.
How would you
I don't-
describe the music? Is it like free or straight ahead or what?
Is it worldly? Probably worldly.
Yeah, that what Mazzy said. A little more worldly.
It's
with
basically
with the
world
arrangements and
with an
everything.
LY on the end.
Thank
With
you,
a-
Wilco.
But
The
just
joke's not
it's
funny anymore.
usually
Funny to
just
me.
gorgeous playing. But
That
I
sounds
haven't.
like
I
it.
just got this one, so I haven't heard this particular.
That's a
record
beautiful
yet.
cover. I like that cover art.
Now, what
Yeah,
kind
the
of band?
cover art's always phenomenal with her records.
What kind of
And
band
some
is
of
she
her,
playing with?
if you get the limited pressings, they're embossed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I have all this one. This is the only copy they got in was the normal black vinyl. They didn't get the limited edition numbered copies, but I didn't need that. I mean, this was like this was $30 for a double, so I'm not complaining.
What kind of band is she playing with on that?
I'm gonna find out on this one. Usually, it's kind of Arabic leaning stuff.
Worldly.
Yeah.
Thank
they're
you.
weird.
Okay,
So
you better copyright that
Bahraini meets
before some
UK.
idiot does it.
Kind of
It's-
that British jazz sound meets some other sounds. I don't know.
It's
It's really
worldly
good.
music, stupid.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's a play on.
Kind of inspired by folk music from her.
Let me ask you this. I don't know if you have your records all genres separated. Would you put that in the jazz section or like in the world music international section?
I keep this in the jazz. I keep her in the jazz.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a world section?
No, because I have like a reggae section and a African section and
Okay.
Brazilian.
I have a
Brazilian
foreign
section.
language section, you know.
Do you have an
I have a
Esperanto
Persian. I have a
section?
Persian section.
Ooh, an Esperanto section. Interesting.
All right, this one's for Mazzy. Since we'll slip one in here that's not.
God, I
jazz.
feel honored tonight. Thank you,
Here
everybody.
you go.
May Ripperton.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Come to My Garden, arranged by and conducted by Charles Stepney. This.
Oh, Charles Stepney. Very cool.
Now, when I saw this in the bin, I was like, okay, because it was $30. The cover's a little bit beat up.
What,
Wow.
that record goes for that much?
The record is VG Plus. This record, the original, right now, there's only one for sale on Discogs for $175.
I've seen that record someplace.
Well,
Yeah.
now you'll buy it next time. Every time you
Yeah.
see it.
Thank you,
but-
Wilco.
Yeah, the record itself is VG Plus. It's a beautiful condition. It is not. I got it home, and it's not the first press. It's the same 1970 copy, but it's the second label, and those go for 40 to somebody's asking 100 on
That's
there.
isn't that
Really?
before Loving You? Wasn't Loving You a couple years
But it's
later?
on the GRT Records
Probably.
label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was she always like pop soul, or was that a different kind of record?
Yeah, this is soul jazzy stuff, funky soul.
Yeah.
Wow. Who
Maya
knew?
Rudolph, Maya's mother.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this was in the same section or in the same bin at this
Wait,
local
Dave-
store I went to.
Dave, I
Party
don't mean to
Boys.
interrupt, but this
Yeah.
question is Red
Yeah.
Garland on that record, or you
I'm
didn't?
not sure.
Did he play with her? I didn't know that.
I don't
I
know
don't know.
that.
Well, you could. Is it listing?
Pick this one up. Finally.
Wow.
We'll never know.
I
No,
dig
Jay.
that record.
That record's great.
Now this is this was $13. I had just never wanted to pay much for this.
Sure.
So this is kind of like just to fill the collection. But it's a 1980 copy that doesn't even say Impulse on it anywhere. It just says MCA.
It doesn't have the rainbow on the label.
No,
Wow.
they took off the word impulse off the label even on this
No,
version.
even the when they did them in 1980, it was the MCA rainbow.
Yeah, it's got the rainbow, but it took off
Yeah.
where it said impulse on it too.
Yeah,
also
when
the
those
Yankee
bastards got me laid off because they bought ABC, and then it took a while to transition. And
Yeah, you notice how they put a white sticker over the
Yeah.
impulse on the jacket?
a lot of
Oh,
times,
man.
like on those Steely Dan albums, you just see the MCA stamp, even though that's ABC.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
were able to get that white sticker off, it'd say
Oh, I
impulse
can.
under there, which is interesting.
You could draw a little face, a little smiley face there. Or something.
Yeah. That was cheap. And then this is another one I found this was in the dollar bin at Premium Sound. But it's a white label promo of Miles Davis Shout.
Ah,
So this was pretty cool find at the promo stamp cover. This is a great track. It's off of The Man with the Horn.
Mhm.
And I don't even have
I
that
don't,
record.
I don't have it either.
So I was
it's
like,
not.
I'll give this a go for $1.
$7 record.
You
Yeah.
know.
You
Hang
don't
on.
have it. If I
Hang on.
see
Man
it
with the Horn.
around, I'll grab a copy if you
Check
want.
this
Yeah.
out. Vinyl Kick says that the Red Garland isn't on that one, but Ramsey Lewis is.
You're the
That's
one who
all.
brought it up, Vinyl Kicks.
Thank you for that. Ramsey Lewis is awesome.
But he looked it up.
And then I'll show one more that's non-jazz, and then the last two are rare jazz stuff that I've got. I got this from Lance at Permanent, the Far East Family Band, Tenkunjin. It's the last one I needed of their catalog, 1977. This is
Look-
far out, like prog. Really, really good. I don't like a lot of prog at all, but this stuff.
Wait, you're showing a
Really good.
prog record instead of a jazz record? Is that
Yeah,
what's
this is from Japan,
That's
Japanese
pretty cool as
group.
well, maybe.
Really, really damn good stuff there.
What year is it?
77.
77.
Yeah, Hirohito Fukushima on electric guitar, but this is Fumio Miyashita's band. He does everything on this: synthesizers, vocals, guitars, flute, everything. That's some good shit. And then I've got two rare pieces that came in. The label's in rough shape, but the record actually, I'd say it's not fair and it's not good. It's probably good plus, maybe bordering a little better than good plus. But it's 7-inch. It's Philip Caron and the Artistic Heritage Ensemble, Loudmouth on the A, Talking Drum and Francophone Blues on the B. This is an extremely rare 7-inch. I took a chance on this and I'm very happy with it. The opening cut on this, the drums on it had to have been sampled because it's just absolutely badass, that Loudmouth cut. Really good horn playing. Out of Chicago. This was a great one to find. They don't even know the years these were released. They're so rare. Probably mid 60s to maybe 65 to 67, maybe. I don't know. That on Zulu Records. And then the last rare item that came, this came from Japan. This is Peter Brotsman and Soji Hano duo. Japan tour from October of 91. They released this originally on cassette in 92 called Funny Rat. I haven't even opened this yet. This just came in the mail.
It's gonna make a tape player. Yep.
Yeah, I still have my Sony boombox. So this is how this originally came out. There's only 23 copies in collections on Discogs and none for sale now. But
Very
they released it on vinyl, I think last year in China. And it's funny, Joe Analog got.
It's on CD too, right? I thought I
Yeah,
saw it.
yeah. I think that was released probably a while back on CD, but then it never had a vinyl release until recent. And Joe reached out to me, Analog Archive, and he's like, "Have you ever bought anything from China?" And I was like, "No, man." And then he was talking about sending Bitcoin. And I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. And then he got that record in the mail. He ended up getting that record in the mail. I'm pretty sure he had to pay Bitcoin to some guy in China through Discogs to get it. but he got it, and I guess it sounds good. So I might try to get the vinyl, but I just don't want to order from China.
Yeah, that's.
I guess there's no difference between there and Japan, but
Sure.
I've never had anything bad happen ordering from Japan.
I'd be interested if all the people watching right now, what's the weirdest place you've bought a record
Me? Israel.
mailed to you?
I got a
Israel?
record mailed to me from Israel. Let me get it.
I bought records in Israel. But
From
in Israel.
I mean mailed to you, Mazzy. Don't crowbar you being in Israel and buying records.
God, you're so like hostile to me.
I posed the question. I get to put the rules.
You're so
No,
Here
you
it
don't.
is.
you're so
This
this
came
is
all
a
the way from
jazz
Israel.
bum. You're a junior. You're not even a real
I've
bum.
had that record. I've sold that record.
Yeah, it's Bismillah Khan. This is the original first pressing on I forget.
Is he
his
playing an oboe?
master's
Is he
voice or
playing an
whatever.
oboe? He's playing an oboe, right?
No, he's playing a native instrument.
Yeah, come on, Mazzy. Don't
A native
discriminate
oboe.
for instruments.
I bet it looks like it's based on an oboe.
It's a shanai is what it's called.
Well,
Yeah.
Or a
that's
shanai. I can't remember how it's called or
yeah,
how
that
it's
seems
pronounced.
like my bar mitzvah portion.
Shanai.
Nay, Israel.
Hey.
Eastern Indian instrument.
Got
But
it.
I had a reissue of this. It's a very good reissue, and Teddy really wanted it, so I traded it to Teddy for a Groove Washer kit because he was working for Groove Washer at the time. Because it's an expensive, it's probably an $80 to $100 record. And then I was like, okay, well because I found this original, so I was willing to trade my reissue. This is top tier Persian or Indian stuff. Really good.
Do you keep that in your jazz section?
No, it's all over here with
And
anything
his
from India
worldly
or
section.
Is that your worldly section?
Iran.
Okay.
Yeah, that I would say Israel because that one took a while to get here. I didn't know if it'd come or not, but it was through eBay, so
It has to kind of like work its way through all the bombing that's going on. So is that too soon?
Jeez,
had to get
Mazzy,
through the
stop.
Golden Dome.
I know it's not a pretty sight, is it? On either side, nowhere.
Oh,
wish there was a
all
Golden
this shit
Dome
is
around
completely
Mazzy's
unnecessary. It's just
I
all
agree.
unnecessary.
Well, thanks for bringing the stream to a screeching halt, Mazzy.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's some jazz shit? Do you want to see some jazz shit? Is that
I might
Yeah.
have. I think I might have some other records.
Yeah, and Chris told me he's got a bunch to show. He's picked up some
but
stuff.
he probably has to deal with something.
Yeah.
I did pick up let me see if I can show a record I got today. Oh,
Where'd you get that old Blue Note from, Rob?
I just found it at a store. They had it on
Man.
the bin.
Yeah, see,
This store,
that's it.
they have a tiny jazz section, so
Yeah.
unless the record's $1 million, they'll
Mhm.
put it on the wall.
Yeah,
Hey, Vinyl Piper gave me this for my birthday. My favorite band, Jellyfish and Spilled
Oh,
Milk.
shit.
This is a UK pressing that is not cheap.
I was gonna say those are hard to get.
Yeah, I also here I'll make myself big until Mazzy comes back with some nonsense.
I forget it. I'm not.
I did find this German electric Ladyland today.
Hell yes.
And if anyone knows University of Vinyl, who's an excellent person, an even better YouTuber, makes great videos. Me and him text all the time because I'm on this translucent vinyl kick. But he's doing deep dives on Police Synchronicity. Might not be the best album ever.
It's a good
But they're
album.
like 23 different covers of this record.
Right.
He's done deep dives. And today I found a rare.
It's pretty darn good, man. That
I
record.
think it's a good record. Yeah,
I
it's
love
a
that
good.
record.
It is. Look, I have it. I have all the.
They
Police
never
albums.
made a bad record. They only made what, 5 albums?
Listen,
Yeah,
so
I
calm
mean
down.
that's probably their third best record.
Out of 5, right?
Yeah.
But they're all good.
Here's
They're all
one
good.
thing. There's a video that Tim's gonna make, but he refers to one where this guy did a deep dive. It's like a 7-year-old video on all these. So this one I found today is rare. It has a hype sticker. It's still in the shrink.
Yeah.
And it's rare not because of the cover. It's rare because Robert Ludwig mastered it, but generally when you find it, his initials are only on one side. So this one, it's on both sides.
What sector of jazz is that out of?
Well, listen, if anyone who's jazzy, it's Sting, man. He had a whole band for 20 years.
Like MOR jazz.
That's the first vinyl record I bought when I moved to Charlotte in '95.
Actually, the new Christian McBride record, he covers a Police song, and Andy Summers and Sting play on the song. So there's a jazz. When you do these absurd Beatles connections, I just made a jazz.
I guess Miles Copeland, not Miles Copeland, Stewart, what's his name?
And if you guys are in a store, go look. I mean, people in the know there's a brown cover that's worth a lot of money, but there is one that looks like this, and in each of these bands is each member of the Police. There is one where it's Andy Summer and Sting in one of them. So if you see that one, grab it. That's a rare one.
Sting's a fantastic musician, a great musician. He just bores the hell out of me on the solo shit.
So Mazzy, do you know
his first couple solo records were
the first couple.
Pretty good.
I agree.
Mazzy,
once he hit the lute, then you know.
Do you know this
once
record?
Started doing that new agey stuff, it got bad.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, hang on, Tony. I'm sorry. This guy's asked this question 4 times. Has anyone on the panel heard Candace Springs' remake of Billie Holiday's remake of Lady in Satin? So
it's a current remake.
A remake of a remake.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out, Tony. We'll take a note to look.
Apparently, I got a word that Sting is a good chess player.
A good chess player. Okay.
Apparently,
I know Alex is a good.
I get
the weirdest shit out texts. People who watch her, I get the weirdest shit ass texts about things, about trivia.
Do you know this record, Mazzy? Triad.
Oh
no, I've seen that.
It's a very hard to find record that I found today, and it's a British pressing on.
It almost looks like Nick Drake on the cover.
Well, supposedly Greg Lake discovered this band. All right,
I've heard.
I don't know if anyone knows this one. This is a very desirable record, so I found this today. All right, that's it. Now we can like Chris shows.
There's another question I want to go through.
Yeah.
So Orange Margins asks, does anyone listen to the Verb by Request "Lovin' Us All" or the Benny Moppin'?
I heard the Benny Moppin' sounds good, but I have not heard it.
I have originals, so I haven't bought the reissues.
I think the rule of thumb is if what's his face? Ryan K. Smith mastered it, the Verb by Request.
Right. That's what I was looking at here. So let me make this a little bit bigger. Hang on.
Yeah, I got this. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you gotta. I feel like I have to get it because what's the original going for? Like 100.
Well, but this one it's interesting though because Elemental just did this one. That's what somebody was bitching about in the comments down here. But let's see if it says who mastered it. KIR East Iris. I don't know who that is.
What does it say? Lacquer's Cup
by
Kevin.
Kevin
Yeah,
Reeves.
but the Lacquer's Cup by Kevin Reeves. He's the muffer-upper of the jelly.
Well, okay. Now I would like to hear I would like to know if somebody's actually heard this because Kevin Reeves did cut that god awful Schofield, but it wasn't necessarily his fault if they gave him shit source material or just forced him to put like a whole CD on one record, you know. But yeah, if it was mastered by I don't know. Let's see what people say. Let's look.
I have an original, so I don't need that shitty reissue.
It's not whatever. This guy doesn't care if it's digital. This guy's mad that Elemental did it a few months ago.
Yeah, but how does the Elemental stuff sound okay? But I assume it's digital. They sound good.
I mean, there's no horrible reviews.
They're always kind of flat. The Elemental stuff is always kind of flat.
But they say if Ryan K. Smith did the Verb by Request, then you should get it. And I know he did the Bernie Moppin'.
The Benny Moppin'. Okay, so what's
Benny
that
Moppin', not Bernie. Look at the Benny Moppin'. Benny Moppin'.
Yeah, I want to get that one just because the original has gone up to like 120
this one?
bucks.
Yeah.
No.
Slow traffic to the right?
No.
That should be cheap still.
Lotus Flower or
Lotus Flower is not on this.
Lotus Flowers on ECM. I have it. It is excellent.
Oh, okay. That's the one I want.
Yeah, I want both. This is a Benny Maupin.
This one goes for a lot of money too.
I love
know.
that record. It's so good.
Okay, who's on it? Shit, sorry. RKS Lacquer Cut, so that's good. I don't know anything about this record, but I mean,
It
Ryan,
jams,
Uh,
man.
so.
It's
What
kind
is
of
it like?
70. It's funky jazz.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
But really good. Really good.
See what an OG goes for. I know I'm scrolling and to hell.
Well,
with
wait,
everybody.
go down and see what people are saying before you go.
It
yeah.
shouldn't be too much on an OG.
I'm
Oh,
guessing
wow.
60
got like
or
it.
something.
Happy mastering is very good. Yeah.
Ryan K. Smith does it again.
Pleased. All right.
So they have the original tapes, I'm guessing, right?
Well,
We don't know. We don't know if it's cut. Well, I don't
Only
know.
Ryan K. Smith can answer that.
Yeah. It didn't really say.
If they had the original tapes, they'd say it. Trust me.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, that's cool. I'll have to check that one out. I'll have to give it a listen.
Well, look at the hype sticker. It's always funky with these Verve by requests.
Yeah. I can't read it. Sorry. It just says the same shit it always says. Third man, blah, blah, blah.
That's a
I'm
dope
gonna have to get that one off of Amazon. I haven't bought a VBR in like a year because.
Are you
I got
showing
an
us your
envelope.
Father's Day card,
Yeah,
Mazzy?
I got an envelope with this card, handwritten today.
Okay.
It's Jazz Dispensary Groove Quest. Okay.
Oh, cool.
It's got a VR code.
Mhm.
And I didn't know what it was. I just checked on it now. It looks like it's a playlist, but it looks like it's Mist. Remember Mist?
Yeah.
Begin. Let's see what
Wow,
happens.
that's even for an old guy like you. That's a reference, Mazzy.
I had a son. Oh, you gotta put in your name and address. But it's from the jazz. It's obviously isn't Jazz Dispensary Craft? Is that Craft?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got it, because I'm on their thing. I don't know what this is. Looks like it's some sort of in the northernmost shores of Jazzendor, a dark shadow gathers power, whispering ruin upon the vines. The council of jazz wizards have deemed thee the funkiest of spirits, foretold in ancient
Mazzy,
psalm.
don't get tricked. This is how you almost ended up on Epstein Island.
The
Mazzy.
divine melody, and thou groovy enough to accept the challenge. The Groove Quest, a mythical playlist generator experience. Play now on jazzify.me. So it's some kind of
Is it Harry Potter jazz?
it's dragons and jazz. Like I don't know what it is. It just came. Hey, this is the Jazz Bump. Rob criticized me when I show a non-jazz record. I show some kind of promotional.
That's jazz. Yeah.
To be fair, Mazzy, I criticize you almost everything you do.
You're such a fucker.
All right, Roberto, I think you should make this list since you asked for it. Make it and put it on the Discord.
Here's your problem, Roberto. You make such demands over all of us, but yet you do no heavy lifting. You make the list.
We've been robbed. Bernie Muppet. I'm kind of catching up here. All right.
Wait, what was the person?
Bernie Muppet.
God.
All right.
What'd you get good, Chris?
Holy crap.
Just because Rob showed it earlier. Oh, wait, I'm wrong. Well, here's All Alone vinyl.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought I had All Alone Volume 1, but it's actually Left Alone.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Brandon, I have All Alone 1 in my auction. Is that something you're looking for?
No, I have so much Mal Waldron. I'm done. Unless it's
the green cover with Jackie McLean's on one song. It came out on
I want an original of Reminiscent Suite.
Oh shit! Yeah, that'd be cool.
God, doesn't everybody?
But it's so expensive.
I have it, but it doesn't have the Obi.
Who cares?
The Obi's a top. It's a top Obi.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I mean, I have the reissue, but I was listening to the original, and it sounds a lot better.
But I got it like 8 years ago when it
Was that Donald's
wasn't
copy?
crazy expensive.
It was, yeah. Well, not only did Donald lend me a copy of the original, but I played an original that was like $225 the other day. That was like in perfect condition, and I was like, wow, this sounds significantly better than the reissue. And the reissue sounds really good, but it's just kind of a different thing. So if like, something happened and I came across some extra money, I think I would get that record.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Tax return, man. Get it.
Hey, Brandon, this is a non-jazz question, but it could be if you stretch it. Do you own a Leica?
Yes.
Okay. Like, do you ever use it? Obviously,
that went nowhere.
A film camera or a later one? Or
no, it's a M4 from 1970. I've had 4 Leicas in my life.
Okay.
What's your opinion on them?
They're great. They're awesome. And actually, you know what? Let me go grab it. Actually,
very cool.
Hey,
Jim Marshall used to only use Leicas and had them. In fact, you can buy for like something like $20,000. You can buy a Jim Marshall in the box edition of a Leica.
Hey, Novice Nick, during the riots, I was screaming your name, and I was all alone, and you didn't come and help.
Hey, Mazzy, what was that Jim Marshall book that came out a few years ago?
Well, there's a few, which depends.
The photo book with a lot of 70s San Francisco or
there is a book called The Hate about the Haight-Ashbury. That's mostly 60s.
Yeah.
So the first Leica I had was an M6.
He did do one on the Monterey. His years at the Monterey Jazz Festival, he shot with the Leica. Let's see.
I had an M6, which has a meter in it, which people like. But and then I had an M5, which is the ugly duckling of the M's because it's shaped differently and it has a good meter in it, actually. And then I had the CL something, which is actually, well, no, then I got this. And this is an M4 from 1970.
Wow.
And this is by far my favorite. Because I use handheld meters for everything. So it doesn't really matter. But what's cool is this is a very inexpensive, relatively speaking, to Leica terms, Chinese 7 Artisans lens, and it is fantastic. So, the equivalent if this was a new Leica lens, it would cost like $3,000, and this costs about $350.
You can put any lens on that body.
Huh?
Can
you put any M lens?
There's different mounts. There are different
M lens from 19. I think the M lens regular mount started in the mid 60s. So you can put any M lens from 65 to current on this, and other companies make them too. I have a Summicron 35, which is slightly wide. And then I have this, but this thing pretty much stays on it all the time.
They go for a lot. Jasper Brooks has a whole collection because his father used to collect cameras, and he got a lot. He has like one Leica that's numbered when they numbered cameras, like in the 300s.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I know.
This one's great though, and it's a workhorse. I have a couple Hasselblads and which are probably. And I have a Pentax 6.7 that I love.
I want to thank the Des.
Good Lord. One at a time, people.
What's your go-to camera that you use professionally?
Oh, for work, it's a view camera. Because it's for tintypes in the studio.
All right.
The cameras I take with me are this one and the Hasselblad are usually what I take out. And in the studio, I usually shoot the Pentax 6.7 and this one.
I want to thank the Jazz Bones for allowing this photography detour.
Yes, you're welcome.
So anyway, this is cool. And here's the cool story of this Mazzy is I bought this. I think in 2019 on eBay, and it was like mint condition, barely used from Germany. And it came with 2 Summicrons and three Summicrons. One was like the telephoto that doesn't sell for a lot, but I bought it, I think, for $1,600 and immediately sold 2 of the lenses and got all my money back.
Wow.
So
nice.
I basically got this for free.
Wow.
So it was pretty
You
cool.
really
And
got
it's
determined something.
all the paperwork is, I still have it all. It was bought in I think in Dusseldorf, and I have like the receipt and everything from the purchase and everything. So it's pretty cool. I don't think the person shot it more than, also they could have just been very meticulous about taking care of it.
That
But
could have been owned by a member of Kraftwerk.
It's true.
sure. I'll go look and double check. Maybe it says Florian on it.
Yeah. All right. I got some records I bought last weekend.
Here we go.
Yeah, sponsored by Kodak and Norman Maslov. Yes, exactly. So last Saturday I went and hung out with Louie, and we went to the record store. A bunch of shit.
Where is Louis? Why doesn't he come on anymore?
Louie is,
Why does he hate us?
He doesn't hate us. He's been busy. He's actually with Felipe this weekend.
What?
Yeah.
He's in Miami?
Yeah.
That bastard.
I agree. All right, here we go. I got a pile here. I'm trying to find them all. Here we go. I haven't listened to all of these yet, or most of them actually. So I got this one. This is that
Oh yeah.
Don Pullen, George Adams Quartet on Blue Note, I believe. Yeah.
How is it?
I don't have to listen to it yet,
That's good.
but I've got a couple of other ones
I
on Blue Note
see
that
it
I
all
like.
the time.
Yeah, I mean, and it was cheap. It was like
I've had it.
Yeah.
My problem with George Adams is on one song on there, he breaks into song, and it just throws the whole album off.
That's fine. That's fine.
Gotta sing, gotta dance.
I
This is
know.
pretty cool, actually. I actually did listen. This is really good.
Ah,
I
that
need
looks
that.
good.
Yeah. So Steve
Is that a
Reed.
current- Is that a
Yeah, it's
current
the
reissue?
reissue. I don't know who did it, but let me see if it says on the cover. Hang on. So Steve Reed, I love that other album of his. This one's got a lot of African dudes on it, and it kind of, has the African sound to it too.
You think that map is the clue?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to see if it's
Dave's doing sass.
Yeah, but someone will probably think, "Oh, that must be Alabama."
This is Domino Record Company. I don't know who that is.
Your camera's off, Norman.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
I'm
pulling a
eating
Felipe.
some pizza.
That's a great pickup.
Yeah, I think so.
Some cheap stuff.
I listened to the first half of this, but it was too much for Louis, so I'm going to listen to it later myself.
That is a good album. It's
Yeah.
too much for you?
No, it's too much for Louis, I think. So it's
Oh.
Capricorn Rising. It's Don Pullen featuring Sam Rivers. Let's see what else
And
is on the song.
I think that's a very, when it came out, I think it was one of the original Black Saint albums.
Oh, yeah? Let's see.
Yeah.
It's
The one I have has the Sam Rivers label.
How big is it a full group or is it just those two?
I'm trying to see. It's Don Pullen piano, Sam Rivers tenor sax soprano, Alex Blake on bass, and then Bobby Battle on drums and tambourine.
It's a really good record.
Yeah, I've only listened to like
Too
the
crazy.
first song.
Not too crazy.
It's pretty crazy, man.
It is?
Yeah, the part I heard was like the very beginning. It's pretty fucking wild. So I don't know. Like I said, I haven't listened to that one yet, but I'm excited about that one. I like all those Don Pullen records.
Where did you go shopping at?
Oh, my favorite record store. It's up in Denton. It's called what's it called? Recycled Records and Books, or Recycled CDs and Books, or something like that. It's a great store. This is a fun one. So this is a comp called Honkers and Bar Walkers on Delmark.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, that's when I bought it. And it was only like $5, but it's pretty cool. It's got it's Jimmy Forrest, Fred Jackson. I mean, most of these guys I didn't even know who they were. That's no.
So it's a comp of Delmark artists.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounded like older music though.
That'll
so,
be cool.
Yeah, this is older shit. Like the 51, 49, 52, just all these different guys. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So that. Haven't opened this one yet. It's a reissue, obviously. It's one of the Old and New Dreams.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As it was, yeah, tribute to Blackwell. I've actually been really looking forward to hearing this one. So.
I don't understand it since he's on the record and stuff, and it came out when he was alive.
No, because they were, I don't know, paying him tribute.
That'd be his birthday.
Yeah.
I found one of those at Christmas time, an original in Rochester.
It's
It's not
time
really
for the
the best
Mazzy
idea to
tribute.
do it. Agreed. Someone shared. Oh, cool. So Roberto asked, and it happened. Very nice. This one I'm looking forward to. I've never heard it.
I have that,
the
excellent
Essence George Russell?
but it's not George. It's not George Russell.
Oh
So
no!
turn it on the back. It is a band, Jan Garbruck.
All right.
So if you can open it up in the inside, I think it's. I'm pretty sure. I'm confused. There is one where George Russell presents.
Oh, there's a bunch of those are huge bands. Some of them too.
Okay, so there's another one that has a similar cover where it's
Yeah,
George
there's-
Russell, but he presents the Jar Garbruck's band.
Yeah, I don't know if he's on this or not, but it's
That's
all
not a cheap
him.
record. How much did you get it for?
$40.
Yeah, then it's around that.
Yeah, George. It's all George Russell tunes, and they're all. It's cool. They're all whole sides of the record, so and they're big bands. So anyway, they're all like 20-minute long songs, so that looks cool.
I'm wrong.
I've spent a little more on a couple of these records than I usually do. Like $40 is kind of.
But that's a good find. It's not an easy record to find.
Oh, shit. What's next? Okay. What's this one? Oh yeah, I got
Hell
a couple of these. World
David
Saxophone
Murray.
Quartet, live in Zurich.
World Saxophone.
Happy with that. They've had a couple more that I left, but I'll probably get them eventually. This is another Black Saint. They got a lot of Black Saints, which is kind of weird. And DFW, I don't see a
Bought all
lot
of
of
them.
them. Huh?
You should have bought all of them.
Well, I mean, a lot of these I've seen 3 or 4 times since I've been there. I got some CDs too, man. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. What do we got next? Oh, another World Saxophone Quartet. I don't know this one.
I don't have that one.
It's
Sweet.
called Dances and Ballads, and it's on a different label. It's on. Let me see. I'll pull it out. Let's see.
I have a bundle in the auction, Dave.
Oh, it's
I'll
on
keep an eye
Electra.
peeled.
It's on Electra None Such. Does that mean it's newer?
Yeah, no.
No, not necessarily.
That's
Um,
probably where they landed after they left Black Saint or
Okay.
New whatever.
That's probably 80s,
Yeah, makes
late
sense.
80s, early 90s.
And then I found this one.
Actually, you should see if that's translucent.
Oh my god. I will. Okay, we'll do
You're
it.
fucking You're so transparent,
This is
Rob.
David Murray Ballads. This is on
See your ugly
DIW.
face now, so.
That
Well,
looks pretty cool. I've never seen that one.
No, I haven't. Is that only Japanese release?
Well, it was. I doubt it. It was probably released on CD here. I'm trying to remember who releases all the DIW stuff here on CD and maybe even vinyl. Columbia, maybe, I can't remember. Notes and Tones would know. Let's see who's on this one. So it's got David Murray on tenor, obviously, Dave Burrell on piano, Fred Hopkins on bass, and then Ralph Peterson Jr. on drums. So that'll be interesting.
What year is that?
1990
Makes sense.
from Disc Union. Yeah. Anything else? Is this the last one? Oh, this one. This is killer.
Have you listened to it yet?
Yeah, like 4 times. Yeah, it's great.
Awesome.
There's a couple of little spots where the tape's a little crappy, but like, it's really good. Sounds really good too. What is this music? What was the other album? This is
Lighthouse,
from?
Live at the Lighthouse.
Okay,
No, yeah.
The Milestone, right?
So
It's called, I'll find it.
Warren Keep News sold off that to the Everest guy.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was it was obviously some like one of them. It just starts with like applause from the previous song or whatever. I bought this. I already had a copy and I forgot. So
Oh,
this was
sweet.
awesome though. Yeah.
I don't have that.
You want to come up tomorrow in the auction?
No, I'm gonna keep it because it's stereo and I had the mono. I think.
There
I
you
could-
go.
This is this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've got that. Hang on, let me
If
take
you're
a
not
look.
part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
Yeah, that was great. I have that. But I mean, that's an expensive record, and like,
It's the other tracks from
the other tracks
one
from
of those
those.
nights. Some other tracks. I think there's a lot more tracks. But
Yes. So Kevin, yes, it is. It is the reissue, which is weird because like Everest is not known as like a great label for a lot of stuff. I mean, like,
Well,
they
you
had a-
can. generally
crappy
they're
sound, you know.
$5 records. There are
Yeah.
some, but there are some records on Everest that's really the only way you can get them on vinyl.
Oh, for sure, absolutely, yeah. I got a lot. I've got 4 or 5 of them, like some
But
Charlie.
they
Parker
do
stuff.
some weird things, like Cannonball Adderley in Chicago. The version that's on Everest, there's like an extra song, I think, that's not
weird.
on the other one. So it's weird. I don't know how they put records together.
But yeah, so the Roswell Roads. This one's really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I've really gotten into Roswell Road over the last year or so, and this is his first record, I believe. Is that right, Dave?
First lead record.
Yeah, it is. Get his first lead. Get his record on America label from France.
Yeah, I'd
It's
like
really
to get
good.
that one.
John
I've
Chikai.
seen some of that. Yeah, but yeah, this is excellent. This is, I believe it's an OG. I don't know, maybe it's not, but it's
Looks
Yeah,
like it from
yeah.
here
Yeah.
with that particular label.
This was
I
in
can't
69, I believe.
Ampar.
That they issued a ton of those.
No, probably not. Oh, this one's cool too. This is Roswell Red. This is on a label I've never heard of before. This is called Maine.
I've never seen that record.
What's
Yeah,
the
so it's-
label? What's the
Hang
label?
on. It's Roswell Rudd, Hans Dulfer, Arian Gorter, and Martin Van something I can't read. So this was a live show. It's on. Let me find the label here. And here's the pictures are kind of cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. So this was, let's see, recorded. It's so the label's called BV Host. Recorded November 28th, 1976 in Amsterdam. Yeah, that's it. So yeah.
Cool.
This wasn't super expensive either, I don't think. It was like $15-20 bucks.
Dutch record.
Yeah, it's a Dutch record, yeah. And you know, it's like, oh, Roswell Red, sure, absolutely. I like that. I like
Was
that
this
record.
all at the same place? You got all these?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
What a selection they had.
Yeah,
man.
dude. Recycled is kick ass. Every other, I don't even go any other record stores anymore, really, except for that one. I got this one. Don't you have this one, Rob?
Yes.
Yeah, that one's killer.
Great record.
Yeah, I think I listened to one side. So I mean, yeah, tons of Black Saints. That's all I got. But lots of
Wow.
Black Saints.
That's a proper
Yeah.
haul.
Yeah, man, I thought so. I mean, they always have good shit there.
Kevin, it's called Jazz Patterns.
Yeah.
Don't mistake it with what Mazzy's wearing. That is not a jazz pattern.
It's a grunge pattern, man.
He's finally taking it off.
He's getting hot.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that-
summertime.
And that
Hey,
Chris,
Mazzy,
that
is
spec
it?
there kind of
Have you
moves
been getting crazy rain
Yeah.
up there?
No, it's funny. It was supposed to rain yesterday, and it was beautiful and like 64, 5 or 68 actually.
I
It
wonder
hasn't
if
rained.
it's gonna come up to you, if it's just gonna head.
Well, I know
The water.
someone in Auburn, and it rained there a lot yesterday in Auburn, but it didn't rain here. It's
Yeah,
sunny.
we had hard rain,
It's beautiful. It's sunny right
like Bob Dylan would say.
now. Yeah,
I appreciate that all of us old guys are not talking about the weather.
Yeah, no shit. All right, I do have some CDs. So for organized sound, I do have some CDs. So most of these, a lot of these I've shown before. I'll show them again anyway. But Jasbone's Mike sent me some nice CD LT. I don't know, VCLT. Starting with this one, which I really like.
He re-gifted some.
Hang on, what's going on here?
Oh my God, he re-gifted.
You didn't get this from you, did he? This one?
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, he did. He did.
You're not supposed to tell that.
That's a harsh record to listen to.
Dude, I liked it, man. I liked it. Yeah,
It's intense, man. Is
it's
that
very
Jules of Thought?
intense. Yeah, it's very intense. What's cool though is like the first song is not intense at all, and it's got like what's his name, Leon Thomas singing on it. But yeah, it's Lonnie Liston Smith on piano. Let me just go through the lineup real quick. So you got Pharaoh on everything basically: tenor, contrabass, clarinet, reed flute, African thumb piano, orchestra chimes, percussion. Leon Thomas vocals and percussion. Lonnie Liston Smith on piano, a bunch of shit. Cecil McBee plays bass and percussion. Richard Davis plays bass and percussion on the second song, and then Idris Muhammad drums and Roy Haynes on the first song. So anyway, very interesting. The first song's not really all that crazy at all, but the second one, man, it starts off as like this just cacophonous piano, like nuttery, and then kind of ramps up from there. But then
Yeah, it
it
ramps
chills
up
out.
alright.
I think it chills out, man. you know, and it kind of, I don't know, it's definitely a hard listen if you're not into that sort of thing, but I enjoyed it.
It was
Quite a bit.
the first time I heard that record.
Yeah.
Was from Alex, Diamond Marimba channel. He was before that. He was Motor 247. It was way back. He had to travel for work, and he took a video. It was like the first time he ever did a video from inside his car, and he was playing that CD in the car driving through this campus, this college campus. And it was an interesting video because that music was going bonkers. And he was doing it. It was playing it at night, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's Pharaoh."
Yeah.
I gotta get that. I was like, I gotta get that record. And then it was like the next week, I went into Premium Sound, and Luke had pulled it out of his personal collection. Was starting to let go some of the heavier free jazz stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, I really don't listen to this one as much as the others," and I think I got it for $50.
That's cool. I love these Impulse CDs though. I've got a bunch of them now, man.
They sound really good.
Hey, Chris, you're welcome.
Well, thank
That's
you.
a good one.
All right.
It's wild though.
And I got a giant pile of Art Pepper stuff. So,
Yeah,
but
I wonder
Rob,
where all that came from.
well, Mike said you sent him like 30 Art Pepper CDs, so you sent me some
Because
of them.
he asked for them. Oh, we'll get into CDs. I guess that worked out well.
Well, I don't know. All right, so anyway, let's go through them. So there's 3 of these neon arts, and these are all put out by your friend, right? Omnivore.
Yeah.
It's all shows that Lori Pepper had recorded and stuff like that. So this one's good, but it's my least favorite of the 3. Probably you've got let's see who's on this. Art Pepper, George. No, this is not my least favorite. Hang on, that's not the right one.
Did you get the Christopher Cross?
Here it is. Actually, this isn't. I shouldn't say this. This is the first one. So this has Art Pepper, Milcho Liviev on piano, then David Williams on bass, and Carl Burnett on drums. So this is the only one that's got that guy on piano. I mean, I love George Cable so much that I'm kind of biased.
Well, but here, there's so Lori Pepper on her own on Bandcamp.
Mhm.
And Michael Frummer gave it an award. Pure Pleasure put them on vinyl, but it's like a 7 vinyl box that only came out in the mid 2000s. Live at Ronnie Scott's, and that is the band Milcho Livids.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
and it is so good. So listen to that stuff; it's so good.
This one was recorded at Parnell's in Seattle,
except for the
Well, they did put those neons out on vinyl once.
Oh, I have one of them.
I have all of them. They're only 3, and they just put out another CD. They're supposedly coming out with a double something or other Omnivore or Pepper later this year sometime. So,
this one was recorded in Seattle, Mazzy, at a place called Parnell's. You know that place? Well, this was in 1981, so you weren't there then, I guess.
No, I wasn't. I don't know it.
Right.
Plus,
so
that's not her town, man. Cisco.
I know. It's Frisco, yes. What's wrong with Christopher Cross, man? Christopher Cross is awesome.
I like Christopher Cross.
I'll get you a copy. I'll get you a copy of the CD, Chris.
Thank you. There's a second one. This one is a different
Chris
band.
is referring to Chris Cross, no?
A copy of what CD?
Let us do the heavy lifting, man.
Let's please.
Are you talking about the rapper or the yacht rock?
Talking about Christopher Cross, not Chris Cross.
Okay.
Yes, Christopher Cross. Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, so this one's got George Cable. It's the same band with George Cables. So, you know, this is probably the same band that's on a lot of that Galaxy stuff too, right, Rob?
There's a little bit of crossover, but not a lot.
Cables is, I think,
but they're talking about the Omnivore releases. There is some that are the same.
Same groups, yeah. Well, the Maiden Voyage stuff, the Maiden Voyage is the same, the same recordings, exactly.
They're same recordings.
Yeah.
There's some Maiden Voyage.
Yeah. So both of these were that same group.
Yeah, I have the pink one, the pink vinyl.
Yeah. So anyway, those are cool. And then the other ones I have not listened to yet. I may need Rob for you to fill out the collection here. There's these.
Let me know which ones you don't have, and I'll see if I can get them. But a lot of those came out on vinyl in Japan.
Oh, cool.
Omnivore just issued them on CD.
So this one's who's on this one? Art Pepper with Pete Jolly, Bob Magnuson, and Roy McCurdy. What's this one here? And then the next one, which has a different cover for some reason, which is kind of weird. This one here, I think. Let me see if it's the same band. I think it may be the same band. No, this is with that Milcho Leviev piano guy again. So anyway, and then this last one is with Bill Waltress. I don't know who that is, but anyway. So yeah,
he's like $1 Ben jazz guy. $5.
Oh no, was that because he was super popular?
I don't know. I just think maybe he was not a big seller for the record company.
Where did Dave go? And then the other last two CDs I'll show. What's up, Eddie? This one's really excellent. I've listened to this a bunch this week. It's just been sitting in my CD player forever. So
I forgot about that one.
this is our ensemble of Chicago called Baptism. It gets pretty fucking wild too. It's a live show though, so it's really fun because you can kind of hear the crowd getting into it with them. This was originally released on Atlantic in 1973. You got this one?
Oh yeah.
I have the vinyl version.
Yeah, very cool record. Anyway, you got Lester Bowie. God damn it, playing everything. Roscoe Mitchell, of course. Joseph Jarman. Who else is on here? It lists all the instruments they play, and they all play like 10 fucking instruments. Malachi Favors on bass, and then Don Moy on drums, of course. Yeah. So yeah, I would buy a vinyl copy if I found it. But this sounds really good. And the other one I've been listening to a few times this week is Interstellar Space.
Yeah,
so,
great record.
Yeah.
Here you go, Chris.
Stuff. Oh yeah.
Now this is the Voice of America collection.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Like their copy.
That's their copy.
Yeah.
Well, it's yours now.
Used to spread freedom across the world, and
They just fired 100 or 600 and some more employees at Voice of America.
So fucking done.
God forbid we have radio.
Yeah.
Or any of the arts or healthcare or
what we're doing right now will probably be banned in a year.
Oh shit.
Or education or
Well, let's get all the stuff we want to do in right now before
Yes, exactly. So yeah, I've got to clean all those records that I showed y'all. I've listened to 3 or 4 of them, but I got to clean the rest of them this weekend and check them all out. So yeah. What about you, Maz? You got any stuff you've been listening to?
I got a lot of stuff. Nothing to show here really that applies, but I've been listening to a lot of stuff lately.
Wow, I've trained you well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got like Rob's guy from Omnivore sent me stuff. I haven't even touched it, and this other label too. I mean, sometimes you got to really invest the time. And I had guests for the last 3 days, so he's into jazz a lot, so we were playing a lot of the jazz stuff, and it's good.
You got all that stuff from the sale. You're gonna have to check out and see how that sounds.
Which sale?
The Sub Pop.
Oh yeah. I did put on some CDs downstairs. I was downstairs doing some work, but I didn't play. I just got those Iron and Wine records and I'm in a chill mood. I never bought any of his stuff on vinyl, and I like him. And I just I saw him live once with Calexico, and it's such chill music. But I never bought those records. But for $10 a pop, it just
I would have been all over those Green River CDs for $1.
I got one of them. One of them I missed, but I did get that one. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Very cool.
Does anyone ever listen to this? This is not an easy listen.
I have that record.
Intense.
Yeah, I do have that record.
It's great stuff though. Great. I love that photo on the front so much.
Yeah, it's a cool photo.
Right. Is he wearing cargo pants?
I think he looks like he soiled his pants.
Cargo shorts?
Yeah, those are some short pants.
That's how Mazzy used to dress when he was a little kid.
Yeah.
No, that was a thing. My generation, like little kids wearing
killer record.
suit shorts.
Yeah, I want a copy of that. I mean, I would like to have a copy.
If I find one, I'll let you know. This is a neon.
Yeah,
like 74.
The copy I had was not good. If I have another one laying around here, I'll put it in your pile.
Yeah.
He's wearing shants. Yeah. What's up, Dave? Delphina loves this record.
Yeah.
Cool. What else?
I'm gonna show one last record before I go.
Okay.
I think I showed this a while ago, but it's really cool. This is the Sandy Owen record. I guess it's Distances is the band, or is Iliad the band?
It's Iliad, I think. It's Iliad.
Iliad is Iliad the band?
Yes.
That makes more sense, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, it's weird because it says Distances is first on the record too, but I guess it's Distances by Iliad. But this is a really cool. I'm a big Fender Rhodes fan, and
You're right back.
he plays acoustic piano, Fender Rhodes, and he also plays flute and mbira, which I'm not sure what it looks like, what an mbira looks like for songs. And then Larry Andrews on bass and Ted Owen on drums. And this is a really cool 70s sounding, slightly funky, very sad, moody jazz record. And I think it's fantastic. And it does get funky in a few moments where it gets really cool. But I don't think this one's very expensive. And,
I've never seen that record. What label is that?
It is on. I have one other Sandy Owen record, but it's Sandy Owen.
Mm-hmm.
Sandy Owen. It is on. God, what does it say? Hold on.
You do look like you have your chair was on the set of the Jetsons.
Oh, everyone says I'm Captain Kirk. Jesus, what does this say? Northern Lights record. Northern Lights.
Huh.
Yes, CJ. Mbira is the thumb.
I'll check
piano.
that out, man.
It's the thumb piano thing.
Yeah.
Joaquin Cooter plays one of those.
That's what I thought. Oh, Joaquin Cooter plays one?
Yeah.
Lots of people play the thumb piano.
I mean, not only that, and he plays a expanded thing of that too. Yeah. The larger one.
Does he plays guitar too, or no?
Not like his dad, no. But he plays a lot of folky kind of stuff. He had one album on None Such.
Well, that's how Cooter started, right? He was playing a lot of folk stuff, and then
he was playing acoustic, and then he got hooked up with what's his name, Captain Beefheart.
Yeah, but he hadn't played electric really.
No,
they bought him an electric.
Yeah, they said, "Hey, go down to Fullerton to the Fender plant," and he saw that Strat, that bluish kind of turquoise one, which he
Sonic Blue. It's Sonic Blue.
Yeah, but he later had it repainted at an auto body shop, and he still plays that. And one other, he has two guitars mainly he plays, but he plays he plays every string instrument anyway.
Right. No, he has two. The other one's a sort of a Strat that he made.
It's a custom thing where he got the neck from David Lindley, and
David Lindley gave him the neck,
but
the body was a Japanese like Squire.
Yeah.
And then he just put it together. No, I know his guitars really well.
Yeah. Probably watched some of the same videos I have.
Yeah, but I'm kind of obsessed with tweaking Strats.
Customizing
and Fenders, like just throwing new pickups in it, and that's what he did with both of those.
Yeah,
he just kind of put in some really cool pickups.
And he uses open tuning most of the time, not all the time, but yeah.
Yeah, well, he wanted. It's interesting because those guitars went through a lot of change.
And Rob, we can talk about him because he had one album literally called Jazz. Okay.
Yeah, I think right.
Anything until you said that stupid remark, Mazzy.
All right, so I told you I have to get out of here, but I will see you guys in a couple weeks.
Take care.
All right.
I got to go soon, but I'll wait till Chris gets back.
I have some stuff to do.
Well, I just want to say again, since I haven't said it before, tomorrow 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, live stream on my channel with Dom, kind of a celebration of Billy's life. I'll send you, Dave, the link. I'm not going to post it publicly. I mean, anybody who wants to come up.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah,
tell my story of Billy.
It depends. Like everything else, I can have 10 people, and so we might have to rotate if we have. It just depends. but
Yeah.
you can stay as long as you want. So I have
Thanks,
do I have your,
Mazzy.
do I have your tech? I'll inbox it at yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I did a small little thing on my channel. Just talked
Yeah,
about Billy.
saw it.
Just
I
my
saw it.
experience with him. As brief as it was.
That's the thing. It's everyone has
all of our experience. I think.
There's
Yeah.
a whole group of
You
people.
got to stay with him, Rob.
There's a whole group of people that we don't know that we're like. This is the vinyl community experience with him because all those people from his club world, I don't know those people.
Oh God, yeah, he was huge in that scene.
Yeah.
he owned multiple clubs.
Yeah, and that all the obituaries mentioned. They didn't even mention the record stuff. So
No, that he was well known for the nightlife scene, especially in Brooklyn. But hey, Chris, I pulled the other Yaza Med records.
Oh,
just
cool.
to show these covers because they're so beautiful.
Oops. Yeah.
This is the second record. This is all embossed. It's called La Sabatus. Absolutely fantastic jazz. Just accessible, beautiful, a lot of different sounds going on with these records. This is on Naeem Records. It's a label. Again, she's British trumpet player. She's originally from Bahrain. And then this is the third album that they did. Another beautiful,
that's a great
artwork.
Great cover.
Yeah,
That's the back. That's the back cover.
That's awesome. We're in town.
And this one's called Polyhymnia. Also sounds incredible. But those, I didn't know she had put out another record, and I saw it on Dusty Groove today, and I was like, holy shit. And I almost ordered it from Dusty Groove, and I was like, wait a minute, let me see if Lunchbox has got it. They had one copy for $30. I was like, I'm going. So
Cool.
I got it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I found a new copy of this, so I have one in my auction.
Okay.
But a couple weeks ago when Al Foster passed away, you were showing a bunch of stuff.
Yes.
This is a kick-ass record. He did a bunch with Al Foster and George Mraz on this progressive label. So this is good. And the rule of thumb is he has a cigarette in his hand.
Yeah. A cigarillo even.
Yes.
If you will. It's going to be good. And then,
Chris, did you get my message? Look in Messenger, please.
Okay.
Anyway,
I got to head out, Chris. I see you.
All right,
if you want to come up on Billy's thing tomorrow, I sent the link to these guys, so I don't have your text, so send it to them. Okay, we'll talk later.
All right. See ya, man.
All right.
Oh, well, man, we might have a short show tonight. I don't know.
Well, I do have things to go, but you tell me.
Go read my message, fool.
Yeah, I read it, and I took care of the situation.
No, it was fine. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. I'll fix that.
Okay. Well, we have problems around here.
We do have problems around here. That's true. That's true. All right. Well, I don't know. What are y'all going to do this weekend?
What time is it?
Harry's in. I have an auction tomorrow. I'll probably get a box up records on Sunday, but Harry's Music Room's in town.
Oh,
so
nice.
Cool.
I'll take him around to places and watch him buy records, and I'll probably buy records.
Record Safari.
He really likes that place, so we're going to go there. The problem is he's here visiting family, and the day he wanted to go out is Monday, which a lot of the good stores are closed on Mondays.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Interesting. Like Record Safari to me looks a lot like Noble as far as turning over records. Like I imagine you go and there's a whole new batch every time.
Well, he just came back from Japan. And typically Saturday morning's his big day where they do a big drop of a lot of desirable records.
Yeah.
And typically they'll drop about 100 records. Tomorrow he's dropping 500 records.
Oh, wow.
500.
Yeah. So, every Saturday Dylan drops a whole new batch. Yeah.
If you want to go look at the Instagram posts. And there's a 70s reissue of the Curtis Fuller Sextet,
Mm-hmm.
which an original of that is can't even find that on
Mm-hmm.
Savoy, and is a $1 billion record.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's one. The most of the stuff he's posting is, we'll see. They do it.
I don't follow everybody because if I followed him, then you'd hate me for life because I'd be bugging you all the time. Hey, pick me this up, pick me that up.
Well,
I'm not going to do that to you, man.
So Friday night they drop the major records, and then in the every morning they'll post records they're dropping that day at the store.
Mm-hmm.
How
So
far away is it from you?
Well, if I go there before they open, it's about a half-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
But my whole thing is I don't rely on one store. If I go there and don't get the one records I went, I go to 2 or 3 other stores. So the trip is worth picking up stuff. I picked this up today.
It's a sickness.
A good jazz record. This came out in 2008, but I've never seen a lot of these where this was done by Mobile Fidelity.
Oh shit!
Maybe that one's fine then. I don't know. I had some mid 2000s.
Sounds pretty good.
Well,
I don't know mid 2000s, but hell, your issues that were terrible.
If anyone's interested in this, let me know. That seems interesting. I don't know how often they did this. This is from 2000.
I don't recall seeing that.
I'm not a big
affordable. I mean,
so
it's well, yeah, $20 record, $25 record.
Well, yeah, it's not that much. I just grabbed it because it wasn't that much, and
yeah.
Hey, does anyone have this record? I've had it once before.
No.
It's kind of it's an archival live recording.
Yeah.
This was put out on Muse, but I think other labels put it out. But it's okay. It's not the best recording of them live.
Why'd you buy it again?
Because I was maybe to pass it along to someone else.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to listen to it again because I didn't have it. I believe I got this and it wasn't Muse. It was some other label.
Okay.
And this was put out by Muse.
So is it like Golden Moment sounding like it's kind of?
It's mostly Tony Scott. Tony Scott's a weird guy for me. I have a lot of records, but I can't pin him down.
Right.
But he's only playing clarinet on this. It was recorded in 1959.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that's old. Shit.
Cool to see Pete LaRocca on that.
Yeah.
That's why you want to get it.
But you just said it sucks.
No, the quality of the recording's not the best, but the music.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's
music's
fair.
good.
Yeah. All right. Well, I really ain't got nothing else to know. I know it's a short show, but
well, your bums left you high and dry, I think.
Yeah. Well, Mike was on for a minute and then he signed off.
Well, he's with family tonight, and then Felipe's hanging out with Louis. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they should have
joined,
records to show them next time if they've gone to Found Sounds down there.
Yeah.
Mike will join me during the auction tomorrow at 1.
I like how you just replaced me with him.
No, you're free to come up and join us. You're free to join.
I might do that.
I welcome it. Please come and join us.
How many records you got, Rob, to sell?
I'm going to let you know since he's not here to listen. You're a better sidekick than Mike is.
I figured that was true because he'll leave after like 30 minutes anyway.
He leaves me high and dry. He uses me like something that's used.
He'll be on there to promote his Substack.
Yes.
That's seriously what he does.
Yeah, that's funny.
But he has like 10 records he'll come and sell. It gives me time because I'm old. I have to use the restroom.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, do you want me to grab some records I didn't show in my preview?
Nah, I'm good.
I'll take.
Yeah, you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if you go through them quickly, let's go through them quickly. Yeah, grab some.
Yeah.
Well, let me go grab just a small stack because I have some stuff I didn't show.
Delphina wants to meet Harry, by the way. So if you're out and about with Harry, Delphina wants to meet up.
There you go. Now you got a real party.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I have a few, but I mainly have these I have a bunch of
yeah.
Joe and
Oh.
McKean, but I have this one, which is
Kills
maybe
me.
the
That's fun.
best because
Yeah.
Joe Henderson's on this one.
Yeah.
I have 3 that. This is a cool record.
Yeah, I've got that too. That's good.
Oh yeah.
The Ninja.
Yep. Good
And
one.
then this is the Nat King Cole that came out on Record Store Day last year.
Mazzy would like that.
He already has it.
Yeah.
And then, like, I have a few. I'm going to sell 2 together. I have another Art Pepper record on Galaxy. So they did 2 together on.
Yeah, I have that. It's good.
Hmm?
Those are good records, man. Really good records.
I don't think any of the Art Pepper records are bad that came out on Galaxy.
Well, no, I was going to say him and the Plus 11 or whatever is the most boring record that was ever created.
Yes.
I hate that record. Yeah, Mike's good. He has little factoids and shit. That's true.
Yeah, he always knows the history of the records. That's
Yeah.
And
That's-
he doesn't
that's
even
why
mix it up.
dig about
He's
Mike.
he's a good hype guy, but see, like, I'll say something. Make yourself big, Chris.
Okay.
I'll say something when we're doing the auction. Like, I'll make a stupid comment,
Mhm.
and Chris is the master of just the face. So I'll say, "Hey, Russell S., you could have bid more for that record and won it."
What do I do? I don't know. It has to happen in real time, dude. It can't be. I can't.
You can't fake it.
Can't fake it. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Delphina, if you're not working, Harry's getting back to me if he's free Sunday. I'll write. Other people have reached out that want to meet Harry. It's really not that cool, but if you guys want to meet him, I'll let you know where we'll be.
Where's he down from? Seattle?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Cool.
It's cool hanging out. One time when I went to Seattle, Mazzy had a big party, and Harry likes the herbal supplements. And I remember at Mazzy's party, we're all just having fun. And occasionally I would get a tap on my shoulder. I'd turn around and it'd be Harry high as shit, laughing in my face.
Just
Awesome.
laughing in your face.
That's all he
That's
did
funny.
the whole night.
He's having a good time, man.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, come by at 1, and then afterwards it's over. That tribute that Dom's or Mazzy's gonna
Yeah.
do with Dom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd
I'll
be good.
join in.
That's going to be good.
Yeah.
I think it's nice. I'm trying to even remember how I met Billy, and I think he would come to Rachel's streams, and then
more than likely.
Then he reach out to me, and we'd have text conversations and
He
stuff.
came here a bunch too.
Yeah.
He came on our stream
So-
several times.
It was nice to hang out with him during that record show. So
Yeah, that's how I
I-
first interacted with him, was right on this deal, on the
Yeah.
Jazz Bombs.
Same. Then I met him in Austin. You met him in
Yeah, and
Austin.
it was nice to stay at the same place, and I'd learned a lot of good stuff from him. He imparted some how to buy records and
I
stuff
mean,
like
yeah,
that.
he didn't know me from shit, and he was all I would send him a message on Instagram. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll hold that record for you," and and then I didn't end up being able to go the year I was going to go up there because I was in the hospital. But so I missed out on the big meetup that happened 2 years ago. But I got to meet him last year, so that was great. That whole day was great. Because the first person when I walked into that fair, the first human being that I ran into was Notes and Tones.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you got to be kidding me! I made a right, made a left. He was the only person in the row, and he had to take off and go back to work because they opened the stupid fair on a Friday instead of Saturday and Sunday. But this year they got that straightened out.
Did they set it up yet for this year?
They did. It's Saturday and Sunday, the 7th and 8th. The first weekend in
It's in Manhattan, right?
November. Yeah, it's at the same venue, which is a great venue.
I'm gonna see if I can stay
It's
with
not hard
my
to get
cousin.
to.
I'm gonna see if I can stay with my cousin.
Yeah.
And just take the train in.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Because I don't know.
Here's some tips. Here's some tips. Bring cash.
Yeah,
Cash is king.
No one's taking like digital payment.
They do, but cash is
There's
king.
so many of those sellers won't even do fucking Venmo or anything.
The best jazz seller there, he wanted cash. As a matter of fact, he was cash only.
Yeah.
And I mean, he had a lot of records that were four figures. He had
I mean, in Austin
one.
was
He had one
almost
Sun Ra
full.
record. He told me 10 grand. So I mean, you know, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
10 grand.
Yeah, he had a handmade cover Sun Ra autograph,
Was
the
it
whole thing.
printed with Sun Ra's blood?
Dude, I showed it. He let me look through this box that was under the counter. He didn't even have them on the wall. He let me look through them. It was all Sun Ra. Most of them were 800 and up. And then
Yeah.
the one I pick out, he holds a, he does this number. I was like, yeah, man, I'm glad you let me touch it.
That's crazy.
Don't say that again.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, man, it's crazy there.
What would you say if you had to build the perfect New York record dealer guy at these shows?
Don't stretch this out too long, Ron.
I'm not.
My favorite dealer was the guy from Pittsburgh. Was
But I'm
mine
not
here.
saying like your favorite deal. I'm saying, are they hardliners? Are they willing to make deals?
Everybody was, except for that guy. He didn't want to budge much on his records. That guy, Basement Records, but he had the goods, and he knew he had the goods, and
Yeah.
so you just had to. And the condition was incredible on everything. So it is what it is. But all the other dealers were all willing to go lower.
Yeah, I mean, even on
Work a
cheap
deal.
writers, even on cheap
And
writers,
willing to
most people
trade
do
if you
that.
brought trade. They're like
Yeah.
Joe Analog Archives. He always brings trade, and he always ends up on the good end of things. He gets
Oh.
rare records from doing, bringing trade.
Yeah.
So it's all different kinds of records. There's a guy that has just 7 inches, tons of 7 inches, like incredible stuff.
Hey, Patty,
know,
I'm sorry, but we're about to shut the show down.
Yeah, but it's good. It's not anywhere as big as Austin. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
I might go back to Austin again. I don't know. Could be fun, Rob.
When is Austin at the end of the year?
I have no idea.
Maybe I'd go down there to see if my nieces will come out from Houston, or I'll
That's
go
a
to Houston.
bit of a drive. That's a flight.
Well, I'll go to Houston and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'll make it a trip. So, is it in
cool.
October?
I don't know. I have no idea. Let me look.
I think Austin's in in the fall. All right.
October. Yeah, October.
Yeah.
Maybe I might.
It's right before WFMU, isn't it? Isn't it late October?
Yeah, it's right before it, which is weird.
Yeah. Because there's dealers that do both.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah.
Oh, the New Mexico guys don't come to the fall show? They had the best shit.
Oh yeah. With Slolo on New Mexico. Yeah. They do the Denver record show too. They have a lot of good free jazz records and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I gotta buy. There's one I need to get from them.
Okay, for me, it's time to make some dinner and
all right.
Work stuff.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Sorry the show was short, but had a good talk.
2 hours in.
We'll go check out Rob's auction tomorrow, and then the tributes that Mazzy's doing for Mazzy, and who else is that's doing it with Mazzy?
Dom.
But they're inviting everybody up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Take care, guys. Peace.